I see me.
Hey, there we go. We're good.
Yup. What up? What's up?
Got it.
Hell yeah, we're here. Sorry about that, Aaron. We're good now. We're good there.
You guys are
False
good.
start.
You guys are good. How's everyone doing today? Thanks for having me, everyone. I appreciate it. I'm a little nervous. I feel like I'm public speaking because, like,
Wait, you're
like,
nervous?
yeah, I'm nervous because, like, I was like reading some of the comments and like I just want to like do my best to like make everyone proud that like doesn't like me or doesn't like normally watch me, should I say?
Oh man, I tell you what. I think you're probably one of the most polarized streamers out there, right? And I think it's certainly that must come with a lot of a lot of work, to say the least. You're constantly in kind of a love-hate relationship with the public. I almost notice.
Yeah, it's it's pretty tough sometimes, but I've been trying to reflect on my behavior, and I feel like I've kind of found like a better balance recently. And it's just like it's like hard to like balance like what's like fun for content and like when it's like too much, and like trying to like be like funny and like the center of attention, and like trying to like get clips and like get views, and like making like, you know, kind of like making an idiot out of yourself and like pushing the line too much. And it's like, I don't know. I guess in the end, like I pretty much stand by like, I would say maybe like by most of the stuff I did. I guess I regret some of it, but I don't know. We're here today, and it's like I'm still proud of like where I am today, though. You know, like where I came from, and like it's an honor to be here. I'm just like thankful to like, you know, be your guys' friends and like be on this call, and like you guys are all handsome on this call. Good skin, sound nice and stuff. Like
Good skin.
and you got great teeth.
Aw.
Like Eddie, we talk a lot, but it's like it's never like voice, and it's like it's I get to see your voice or hear your voice. It's so nice.
Well, I get to hear your voice a lot. You're over this last year and a half now. I think it is. I've certainly heard my fair share of your voice, whether it's
You're
coming
tired
down,
of hearing my voice.
whether it's from Kick, or whether it's just from like every other social media platform reposting what you do in some other capacity, or whether it's reading about
The occasional,
or it's reading your clips in the moderation fucking channels about whether you've done something wrong or. But with that said, hey Aaron, listen. Everything else aside, like your journey on Kick, I think it's pretty incredible, right? You came. I remember actually when Kick first launched, there was a clip. You were playing Fortnite, I think, on Twitch or something. You're like, oh, that Kick thing is never gonna work. And then you came to Kick like a week later, and then you became like one of Kick's like biggest supporters. I remember with like the first month, you got your 95.5 sub split payout. You know, you posted on Twitter. You kind of put it all out there, and you started saying, hey, hold on, wake up, guys, this is a pretty cool opportunity. And you know, you quickly got fully behind the brand, and quickly became like honestly our number one supporter in the very early days. You know, you were around way before like any of the big guys moved to the platform. You kind of made that switch. Like I think you were at the point that the largest streamer to ever actually fully switch their content over to Kick. And you know that meant a lot to us, right? It means an absolute ton. Like taking that massive jump so early on in the creation of something like Kick, it was you know, it was huge. I remember, you know, having you on the platform to begin with was nuts. And obviously it's been a journey, right? Like what's that been like for you in terms of not just watching the platform change, but you as a creator change? Because I think you've kind of gone on this journey almost. Like I think of it like you know, your content's gone like this and this. It's like a roller coaster, you know, like you've been everywhere from like, you know, it's almost like founding this like monkey saga to doing some of the craziest stuff IRL, to kind of going back and chilling on desktop again, to like, you know, trying to, you know, mix it up and become a bit more friendly in terms of you know, content. And anyway, what I'll leave it to you. But that journey, it's been kind of crazy to watch. Like, how would you explain it?
well, basically, when I was like before I came over to Kick, I was basically stuck on Fortnite, and I was losing my fucking mind to the point of insanity. And like I had just gotten like banned from like giving like an error. Like I did this like sex scene like with this dummy doll. I can get it. Like it was like this it was like this like dummy doll. Like it wasn't like super graphic, but I did like the hand gesture with it, and I got like a weak band.
Was that combat doll that you would tackle all the time?
Yeah. I have it. Yeah, I have it. I mean, I can get. You want me to get it?
You can get it.
Do it.
Oh, I'll get
it. This is where it all started. The combat doll. All right.
No, the combat doll was. I mean, I remember when I first saw it. I was like,
I think one of the cleaning people put the snake jersey on. Basically, it was one of these.
You put the snake. The old Watford jersey.
And yeah. So yeah, I was like a weak band for one of that. And I just remember, like, honestly, I had played so much Fortnite. I had streamed Fortnite for like over like 10,000 hours. And I'm pretty sure I was reaching like psychosis states with the game. And then I went over to Kick, and then like I just remember like I was talking to like one of my boys in the Discord, Bames, and he was like, dude, just go over there and try it one time. Like just try Monkey Up for clips or something. And then I went over there, and it was like the most fun I had ever. And like I just remember just like I just remember like inherently just like loving it. Like I just fell in love with doing it. So it was just so funny. And I just remember just like the art of like trolling people and just like flying around the room and like hurting myself, like just like not hurting myself, but like just like seeing people's reactions from like when I would say something stupid or like wearing stupid outfits and just saying stupid shit. And like I just finally just like was able to convert my shit off like from not just like Fortnite, from just being able to do other things. And then like slowly evolving from that into like other forms of content. But this is just like where it just I don't know if it was like bad choices, but I don't regret really much of what I did. I just felt like I did what I had to do because like I didn't really know what I was doing. I just felt like these were the choices that felt like they were the right ones because like I just finally felt like I just saw my numbers going up finally after just years of just running my head into the wall, like literally running my head into walls for years. I finally just saw like what I felt was working. But like I wasn't understanding like what kind of audience that I was like, you know, still to this day that I have, and like what I was building by, you know, doing some of these things, like and saying some of the things that like I said, like even though I know like, you know, I'll be 35 next month, you know, I come from a different era where like I could just like where you just say things and like it was just taken like as more of a joke, and like it sounds like kind of cliche, but like it was just more like you could just say it and it was just more left on the internet, and like it was more like understood. I didn't really understand that because like I had this period like when I was like kind of had like this addiction thing, so like I came back and didn't really understand like that's not how it is anymore. And like it took me a while to kind of like not do that. So like when I started like doing content, like that still was kind of like woven into like my life. Like I don't really understand, like there's certain social cues I wasn't really getting. So I would just kind of put myself in like stupid situations that I thought were funny for content, but it was just kind of making me look really stupid in the process, even though maybe they were funny. But like basically the point that I'm trying to make is that like my journey is like I've been very blessed to have been allowed to be on Kick from Twitch. I felt like when I was stuck on Twitch, it was a trap. They favor a certain kind of person for a certain kind of content. Kick allowed me to come over here and pursue a certain kind of content, and it allowed me to develop myself in like not just like on stream but off stream. Like it sounds, I don't want to say gay, but like it sounds like corny, but like in a sense of like I discovered myself as a man. Like no, like dude, like I did. Like it raised me, like it made me like who I am, dude. Like it raised me. It discovered me who it made me discover, like, I went through all my ups and downs, like, in front of thousands of people a day. So, like, you got, like, that's why, like, whenever I did something stupid, like you guys were, like, my dad. So, like, I had to answer to, like, a bunch of dads.
Hey, I honestly, I should be laughing. I feel that. I like that. I like that, yeah.
And that's why whenever I fucked up, I'd be like, dude, I'm sorry. Like, And that's why it's like right now, like the last month, like, yes, it's not even that like I'm taking it chiller. It's like my body physically needed this. It's like I'm like literally about to go to Paul's. I'm about to go to the Hunger Games. I'm about to drive 3 hours. I'm about to Uber 3 hours because my license is still gone. But I'm saying I'm about to go there. I'm about to start doing other stuff. But it's like my body was physically so worn out from all the stuff that I did over the last year and a half that like I kind of needed a little chill. But like I'm gonna start doing. I'm really getting back into like basically what Kick allowed me to do, and like I'm trying to weave every. There's so much I could keep like you asked me a very broad, great question that I could keep you guys here for the next 48 days. So it's like I don't really know how to answer it because it was a very broad, great question. So I just want to say like it's been a very amazing opportunity. I can't speak highly enough of everyone that I've encountered, and it's been a very life-changing experience. And I'm very blessed to have met so many great people in the community, and I love you guys like family to me. And you guys are all everyone on Steak and Kick are like family members to me. I love you guys. And I don't know what to say. You guys are like family to me. I'm sorry.
No, that means a lot, man. I tell you what, I think it's been incredible. Like, you know, from the
I'm sorry if I'm rambling. I didn't want to ramble too much. I'm sorry.
No, not rambling.
I know I was kind of rambling. I couldn't lock it all the way in. I don't want people that didn't like me to not know me, cause I know my image is kind of hard around the edges. That people don't know me, and they've maybe only seen clips of me going on insane rants in certain situations that were maybe clipped out of context or something like that, and that's my bad. And I'm saying, I swear, like I'm actually a good person, and I'm really grateful to be here today.
I think to your point before, when when you're doing so many hours of live streaming, and also when you are in certain situations, you certainly can get caught out of context every now and again. I've certainly got myself caught out of context. So I hear you on that one, but at the same time, watching your kind of your journey, here on Kick, right? How you put it, you said like, you kind of discovered yourself, I guess. You definitely found new mediums of content and have tried almost everything, right? Which I guess has been awesome. I guess some stuff works, right? Some stuff does really well, but there's other areas which I guess you got to quickly realize, hey, look, that's not the route you want to go down, because when you're out there trying new stuff, and not everything is it may work for a bit, but hey, look, you quickly figure out what's right and what's wrong, and of course it's it's dangerous in the sense of basically anything's possible. It's about sort of deciphering where you draw those lines and how you keep moving forward. But and to be fair, I think you as a creator, like, I think we talk about this a lot on Kick, right? I think the easiest approach to solve any kind of public issue when it comes to live streaming, the easiest approach is just to ban people. Like if we wanna like solve any kind of like problem on the platform, we should just ban. Everyone's happy, right? Like you just do that. But we realize like the hardest solution is to go ahead, speak with people and say, hey, look, that is not acceptable, or that didn't work out. Like, can you change that content? Like working with streamers to try to like say, hey, look, this is where right and wrong is, and like how do we kind of work with you to make sure that we're kind of fitting within those boundaries. And I think to your point before about like how you've been through some of those situations, I think it's been a success to an extent. Like we've definitely pivoted in your content, at least in when things got a little bit out of control, you quickly changed that up and did things for the best, right? And I think it's been a success story in the sense that, hey, look, just like blanket banning people the moment they step out of line immediately is sometimes not the solution. It's certainly required sometimes, but a lot of the time it's just about having a genuine conversation and saying, hey, look, this is not within the terms. It's not within what we want to sort of offer as a platform. So, to that point as well, I think, it's been great kind of working alongside you in kind of, making sure that like we all work together as a platform that wants to hopefully inhibit the right values that we're aiming for.
Yes. And Yeah, exactly. And I'm always here to like continue to like grow as a person, and like I'm always like trying to like be here to like see what I can do to like stay ahead of like, create new content as a person. Like, I'm 35, so like I'm gonna always, stay on my toes, and like this has been a wild ride, and I'm always, I'm excited to see what the future holds and stuff like that. And this has been an honor just to kind of just be here this whole time, and I'll always be here, stuff like that. And I'm appreciative, very appreciative of this.
Man, for me, real quick, man, like you, guys like you and people in this genre and people who are doing this kind of content at a high level, you guys really remind me of like stand up stand up comedians, man, who are working material, who are working bits, who are working angles, who are who are working their craft. You guys are seriously like modern day, like, I mean, this is going to sound hyperbolic, but the stuff that you come up with on the fly with improv, or the stuff that you script out, or the stuff that you do, I mean it's like Sam Kennison stuff, man. It's like Eddie Murphy stuff. It's like, you're just working through material, dude, I remember when you would do your Joker bit and you kept refining it and refining it and refining it, and you just started nailing it, man. And like, there's a craft element. Live streaming is so unique in that there's a craft element to it, but there's a high wire act to it where you're IRL, and it gets clip farmed, and it just becomes viral instantly. So it's just such a different medium that you guys are working through. But the art form is certainly there, and I think that it gets caught up in some of the people who clutch their pearl necklace, and then at the same time, you guys working it so far over the line that that you realize that you've crossed it. So it just becomes a perfect storm, but it's still wild to watch, man.
I appreciate that, dude. That means a lot to me, man. Thank you.
Hey, just changing a gear here for a second, Aaron. You mentioned the Hunger Games. There's a bit of discussion around this one. What's your thoughts on it so far?
I think it's super cool. I think it looks fucking cool as shit. I wish a couple of my boys would have stayed in a little while longer, but that's all good. I wish that's all good though. It looks fun as shit. I'm excited to compete today. I'm excited to shoot the closest thing that I'll be able to ever shoot to a gun.
What are you coming in as like a hunter?
A
right?
hunter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Hell yes.
how many people are left right now?
Like what's it called? I don't know. That's what I meant by that. I meant like I don't know how many people are left. I meant like I wish there was like a more entirety of people left so I could have shot more people.
The chat's saying 29 people, 27, 28. Is there anyone you have in mind that you're going to be aiming for, or?
I don't know. I'll have to see when I get there. I don't want to say anyone because then it's going to be like, oh, you were targeting that person. So I want to stay neutral because I feel like that's like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Got to keep it fair.
Yeah, I think that event is, we were talking about it before, just like a great example of some of the stuff that's possible with live streaming, because it definitely hasn't been done before in live stream, like this level of production with like 7 sort of days, with like the amount of tech involved. Like obviously I think some people have pointed out, hey, look, it could be better here, it could be better there, but the bottom line being that it's like, it's pretty incredible in terms of like what live streaming has to offer, and this idea kind of recut into like a different variation, because I know you've got some ideas of events you want to run, right?
Yeah. I mean, I DM'd you, and I don't want to even say it because I think someone will take it, but I'm saying like I can't wait to like, yeah, I got a couple of cool ones. I don't even think Twitch would even allow the concept of it, but I'm saying like, or this one, I feel like they would have said it's too violent or whatever. Yeah, 100% Twitch would never have allowed any of this. So like this alone right there, like yeah, there's so many. If like you like the human brain is like powerful as like they can like you can do a lot with it. I'm saying like, do you want? I'm saying like, I got a bunch of ideas. Like, do you want me to like give ideas out? I'm saying
No,
like,
no,
I
no,
don't know
no,
what you want me to say.
I reckon to
Okay,
leave it. Yeah, leave
okay,
it for when you want to announce it. But I think this whole idea
right, yeah,
of allowing other people to have like their point of view and bringing people together and creating these kind of events and stuff, it attracts like communities. It brings people together to live stream and again, it's just about trying stuff that's never been done before, right? And I think some of your ideas of what you want to put on, like from what I've heard at least, definitely pushes that into that realm. I think that it's super exciting, and I'm hoping that I really am hoping that more and more people will get behind these kind of like community oriented events and start posting and executing on that kind of content because there's a demand for it. There's a demand for it. Anything that hasn't been done before, is always going to be going to be incredible because the reality is live streaming is a lot of the stuff done over and over and over again. It's the same stuff, like you said, you played Fortnite for 10,000 years or 10,000 hours, not years.
it felt like 10,000 years.
Yeah, well, yeah, after 10,000 hours, like, don't get me wrong, like, Fortnite, it was live streaming Fortnite's great, and we have a really healthy Fortnite community here on Kick. But, after a while, it does get tough, and I think at some
I
point
wanted to.
people need to kind of try new things, and it's scary to try new stuff because sometimes your community doesn't fuck with it, right? Like sometimes they're like, go back and do this, and it's super scary having to give it a shot. So anyone that's out there trying new content and doing stuff that's brand new is always in our eyes going to be like, hold on, we're going to get behind this, we're going to support this in any way we can because that's that comes back to a whole ethos of what we think live streaming is about is that like the best aspects of live streaming have still not yet been catered to. There is still so much more out there. There is still so much more potential that we can leverage and that we can, with the right support that creators can end up producing. So, looking forward to seeing what you have to, bring to the table in that regard as well, because some of those ideas that you at least sort of pitched to me, they sounded really cool. I think there's a lot there.
Yeah, and I also feel like events bring the most people like onto the platform at once. It gives people like hype and like brings people together, like something to talk about, and like in a communal sense of like engagement in terms of like stuff like that as well. You know what I mean? I feel like that's also like why they're really good as well.
Yeah. No, I think again, using the example right now, this Hunger Games, we've been talking about it for like months, right? Or weeks rather. And I think the viewership kind of definitely sort of even tells its own story. I think it peaked at like 60, 70,000 people in that category. I think by the finale, by the end of it, it'll probably be even more. So it's certainly and super interesting category. Yo, Aaron, just to hand over to you, man. Do you have any questions for me, for Andrew, in terms of Kick, in terms of what's going on? Anything you're pissed off about? Anything you're happy about? Like, handing it, the floor fully over to you.
Dude, dude. I mean, I mean, maybe there's just a couple slots, maybe a couple features, unban requests. You know me, like the unban requests. I used to love those on Twitch. We used to make people like say ridiculous shit to get unbanned. That was a huge segment that I used to have. Streaming from the phone was a big one. Um, Rick, like just like trying to think that like lit like what else? Questions. Like just laying that one out. I mean I didn't really write. I mean to me it's just like maybe more like interaction between like streamers together, something like we would all like hang out, like all of us together, regardless of size. Like we can all like kick it into some like a Discord call sense or something like that.
Well, I
Any
think
questions? Yeah, I don't know.
you've definitely done that, right? I think you were somebody. I think when you went through that kind of like IRL streaming stage where you brought on like every like Kick guest possible. Like I think everyone who streamed on Kick you at some point was part of that kind of segment. I think it was definitely you're one of the front runners in kind of bringing all types of streamers together. So that was awesome. But I think, yeah, collaboration is always going to be the number one thing for content, because you end up bringing, two communities together for one stream. You doubled the audience sometimes, right? Or at least, help someone else to grow theirs, dramatically, which can be enough to kind of get that career started. I guess that, again, coming back to what we were just speaking about, it kind of ties in nicely. In terms of those features and stuff, to answer the question, where they're going to get there, the 100%. This is like we're speaking to Ryder, we're speaking to Party Like a Mother about this too, like product parity. Our roadmap. That's something we're gonna pull off, and it's all gonna start coming through rapid fire pretty shortly. Once we get across this big update that's gonna sort of reshape the back end services that we operate on. But we'll get you those segments back. That's for sure. Don't worry. I think unban request is a good one. That hasn't been fully scoped out 100% our side, but definitely something that's requested by a lot of, especially larger streamers, I think, who start having like these really long lists of banned and muted users that's kind of hard to maintain. So a more sort of organized way to go about that. But, just touching on the same point that we spoke to Party and Ryder about is like, if we do that, we'd also want to make sure we do it like, maybe a little bit better. I think, the way you mentioned that is like, obviously when it comes to unban requests, like using that as almost like a content segment, like making sure that when we have like that feature, we also make it so we think about, okay, how's this going to actually be used for a streamer? How are they going to make content out of this? Like, is there a way that we can like, lean into it so, streamers are able to obviously use it to make really engaging content around it. Just how we're going to think about it, I think will certainly be important. And again, comes back to this idea that, rather than just like saying, oh, we want this because say YouTube has it, or because Twitch has it, or because Facebook Gaming had it, or whatever. It's like, hold on, we're going to do this because we think we can take that idea, but also make it a little bit better as well. That's kind of hopefully what we're aiming for and where we're setting the bar.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like any opportunity, like I always like to look at anything that like you can use like a piece of content, like anywhere, like even in a car you can make a content. Anywhere around you can make a content. That's one thing that I like look at, like a streamer, like I'll try to like not like judge them, but like you can kind of see like how like their skill as a creator. You don't really need much. Like you are the content. You should be able to make basically anything around you as content if you're trying, or like if the opportunity's there, if you're that good, you know what I'm saying? With something like was what I'll look, or like is like if you're good at it.
Yeah, I think there's so many people out there that is still yet to get that shot at building an audience in live streaming. I think some of the people making the best content probably have like sometimes below 5 viewers. So making sure they get the right spotlight and opportunity is huge for us as a platform. Making sure they get those eyes and huge for them too. I think that there's a lot that can be achieved there.
Absolutely.
Hey Aaron, is there anything else from your side, man, that you wanted to touch on, or otherwise you're gonna head on over to hunt some people down?
I'll let you guys go for now. I was just keeping this one a little short intro. I'm just gonna head over. It's like a 3.5 hour drive, so I'm just gonna get over there right now. But I really want to say thank you for having me on, and if I'm on again next time, we can talk more in depth about other stuff. I just want to like keep this one a little more intro based. But thank you guys for having me. I love y'all, and like Kick and Steak, like I've really changed my life, and God bless you guys, and I hope you guys all have a great rest of your day. Everyone in the chat, I love you guys. Make sure to tune in to Hunger Games later today. Ice Besides channel, and everyone else in the directory. I love you guys. Have a great rest of your day, everyone. Bye, Eddie. Bye, Andrew. Bye, everyone. I love you guys. Have a great day. I love you guys. Bye,
see you, Aaron. Thanks for coming on, man. Really appreciate it. Thanks for everything. It's a different type of guest we had there. A big shout out to Action Man. Yeah, Action Man has been on Kick now for like I said, he was one of the first people with say like over 1,000 viewers to kind of make that switch over, and it's his journey has been pretty crazy. And I think hearing him speak from the heart there was really cool.